Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight I wanted to talk about this upcoming thing. It's called Halloween. Happens every year. Uh, it is a topic that is surprisingly difficult to talk about, especially on the internet. I mean, a lot of people may say, it's a holiday. Should be statutory, but it isn't. We should have more statutory holidays, as it were. Um, However, it is what it is. I quite enjoy Halloween. Um, it's definitely up there on my favorite holidays. Obviously, Christmas is good as well. Um, and if we had a 4th of July, that would be awesome here in Canada. Fireworks and stuff, which is a lot of things with Halloween has to do with fireworks. I rather enjoyed them when I was in my younger age, and I would still enjoy them now. Unfortunately, on my position in society, it would be better if I didn't have fireworks this year, and I won't. But it would be nice to go to like a social function, such as, what do they call them again? Parties. That would be all right. Where someone of sobriety and all the right regulations was the administrator towards said fireworks. But that's not particularly what I wanted to talk about. Oh, I also wanted to throw in that I'm also not handing out chocolates this year or candies. Again, as I said before, it's one of those things you've got to have a woman around, or it shouldn't be creepy, but it is. It's one of them things. There should be a woman around, and there isn't one for me because I'm involuntary celibate for, a bunch of reasons that don't make any sense to me. Okay, so those are some topics, but the main thing I wanted to focus on with the upcoming event of Halloween is that there actually are a number of people that would like to see it banned altogether. And they've always been there, probably for centuries. People who do not like Halloween whatsoever since its inception. And at particular times, they've not been wrong, because some people use Halloween as a pretext to indulge in negative behavior that they're already predisposed to wanting to be. And that's not what Halloween should be about. It should be, kind of, what a normal person thinks Halloween should be about. Which is, kind of almost a history lesson, like a gentle reminder of, things that are extraterrestrial about this world that do exist. I got a serious problem with witches, broads, floozies, whatever negative words I can think of to call them, because I don't like them. They're the reason I don't get any action. However, not all women are bad, and it would be wrong to think that they were. However, some of them are, and some of the men definitely are as well, and that, in my opinion, is unacceptable. I do not like it. But yeah, like I say, there are people who want to dismantle Halloween altogether, and there are circumstances and reasons for that, and it's not that they're wrong, it's that my opinion is different, and I don't think that I'm wrong. So obviously there's a clash of ideological beliefs. And, I've got the typical white male, middle-aged kind of opinion on the subject. What do you think I'm gonna say? No more chocolates, no more fireworks, no more, scary movies and things like that. And, that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, well, really? Like, I don't think I have, a malicious opinion on anything. However, some people believe if you like Halloween, then therefore you have a malicious opinion and they'll automatically dislike you. The thing is, Canadians, they don't need much an excuse to dislike anybody, and somehow they always want to feel as though they're the better. They didn't do anything, they just had a malicious opinion about you, and therefore they think they're better. And it's like, who in the fuck are you? Because not all creeps wear, black hoods and Masonic symbols, okay? There are other creeps who are fucking present themselves as what has been deemed as a normal Canadian. And they do shitty things all the time to people. I don't do nothing to anybody. And still, I get people calling me nasty names and, overall being assholes to me. That's why I'm in my current predicament, because sometimes you have to go, well, how did I end up in this position? And I go, well, I didn't do anything except be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I was convenient for people who are the genuine assholes out there. As a, kind of a punching bag, that's what we need. And they picked me. Yeah, I mean, Halloween most certainly has its merits. There are interesting things about it, and it's not what some people want to hear. And it's an ongoing debate. And, Halloween most certainly needs to be modified, and people who are vicious in nature need to be corrected by, whatever the authorities figure is justified. And, I don't like the whole, spider under the rock routine where something comes along that's even mildly malevolent and they pounce on it, and, I'm not into that. That's all creepy shit to me. However, there are people out there like that, and they're sanctimonious. Oh, I can't stand sanctimonious people who, for a living, are assholes. And it's like, whatever helps you sleep at night, you go on ahead and think that. But to me, they're the assholes of society, and they're the ones who are the fucked up people. And they think they're so much smarter, too. And they're like, no, you're not. You just follow a bunch of rules written down, scribbled into a book over the decades. And every now and then, some other asshole comes along and adds a new page to that book of bullshit of yours. And you figure that makes you a better person. And it doesn't. It really doesn't. It's just you wanted to be a shitty person, and you wanted pretext so that you could get away with doing it. And it's like, fuck off. You assholes need people like me. You need people like me. You need a punching bag. And, that's that is something. Something, to think about. Food for thought, per se. And, I'm obviously ticked off. I mean, there are people running around with their opinions, and they shouldn't matter, but for some stupid fucking reason, they do matter, because other people want to buy into what they've got to say, probably. And, what is a guy like me supposed to think? I don't know what these assholes are thinking. All I know is that in my current situation, things aren't ideal, and they must be doing something, and that's the basis of what I know. So, honestly, how could I be in my position and not indulge a little bit? And, you do get some people who go, oh, well, you're self-harming, you're just doing it with your addiction to alcohol, man. And it's like, shut up. Good and proper, shut up. I can booze it up if I want, because my life would be quite boring without alcohol. And it's not to say, if I could construct my own social scenarios, that it would be boring. But in my current one, which I am unable to exit, it is boring without alcohol. And as you may well know, alcohol and fireworks do not mix. You're not supposed to do either one of them at the same time, for obvious reasons. And, sometimes those are arguments that people make that, are the basis of why they dislike Halloween and they think it should be outlawed. I never had a problem with mixing alcohol and fireworks because it never happened. They were always separate because I was fulfilling in my head a different interest on what was entertaining me at the time. I have no fireworks this year, so I have alcohol. And as I've done for many, many years now, I'm, left with my thoughts on Halloween night going, who can sleep with those witches plotting my demise out there? Who can? And, well, they're not also witches, there's also assholes too. Like, male ones that don't like that. No. And, the thing is, they're so insulting. Obviously some positive physical stimuli would be good for me. I could sure use it. But the problem is the fact that I do not get physical stimuli from women. And people running around with their opinions, they think, he can easily be manipulated by physical stimuli. And I would be wrong if I said it didn't affect me in some way, but I am definitely not a puppet on a string to be manipulated in such fashion. And unfortunately, I had to face the real reality that, if I actually want to get anywhere in life, it will require being friendly to people I wouldn't otherwise be friendly to. In the physical sense, probably. Which is, kind of, not ideal. But, seriously, I'm in a position where I'm going nowhere fast, and I really, really do not like that. It is very, very irritating. And, obviously there's got to be some cogs in the machine that need to get the fuck moving, because obviously things are moving too slowly for my liking. And a good way of doing that is the Thanos logic on social circumstances. Sure, there are people out there that want to hang out with me that are decent human beings under most circumstances, although revolving around me, they've probably done things that were less than kindly. But no. I have to say no right to their faces. And, that is, one of the many choices I'm going to have to make in the future is that, there are going to be some people and, can't be desperate about it, can't be clawing at every opportunity to get somewhere in life. But at the same time, I do want to get somewhere in life. But sucking up to people is not the way I'm going to do it. And, it's very, 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 it's bullshit. I know there are a lot of people out there who are in a worse situation than me, but, that sucks for them, but, there's nothing I can do for them. However, for myself, that's, at the end of the day, everyone always thinks of themselves first. It's one of them things. The selfless hero, it doesn't exist in the real world. Yeah, it's a whole aggravating situation. It really is. And, when Thanos snaps his fingers and his idea was to decimate half the population of the world, that metaphorically could be used in my situation as a social means of better controlling my social circumstance, because my social circumstance is not good. And running around being friendly to everybody is not going to gain me any respect or get me anywhere. And that means there's going to be people who, under normal circumstances, there'd be nothing wrong with. Although some of them are going to be assholes, or I don't think they'd be on the scene if they weren't. They got to go like that. Snap my fingers, they're gone. Because otherwise, they'll bicker amongst themselves and I'll be treated like the idiot. And although they won't directly confront me about it, because they never do, because then they can't get away with the shit they do if they confront me right to my face, and I don't get any physical action from women, is because my value would plummet, and, people like to think that, oh, well, he'll be manipulated, he'll be, smitten by the first woman that comes around, and it's like, well, no, not exactly. And no, I'm not necessarily going to develop feelings for the first chick that comes around and I, get a little bit of action from, necessarily. I'll make that decision myself at the time. I don't need people telling me how I think about other things, because then they're, trying to get inside my head and they're trying to tell me what to think and how to be and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, no, you ain't doing that. And this shit is far scarier than fucking Halloween ever was. Like, that there are actually people out there that think like that. That, and these are the people who, never wear dark colors, never use curse words, and they're running around being fucking assholes. And the fact is, they always like to go, oh, we can't allow this guy to think he has any power or sway or that his opinion matters. We can't directly say that to him because then that might lower his self-esteem. However, that is definitely how they behave. Everyone who ever talks to me in an authoritarian manner acts like I have no rights. And it's like, no, fuck you, asshole. I do have rights. And, the whole not allowing me to think that I have any, power, really, is inaccurate. And I know it's inaccurate because there's so many goddamn rules around me on how people are supposed to socially interact with me that means someone of authority made those decisions and enforced them. Which means at very least, I'm second fiddle to them. Well, second fiddle wasn't the word I wanted to use because I said that in the Joker movie, but forget about that part. Yeah, I think you know what I mean, though. If there's somebody of authority making decisions, that means there's power lingering around. And how obsessive-compulsive it is around me means it's a significant power because nobody's dared break the rules so far. I mean, other people towards me. And, that's... Like, why can't we ban that? Why the fuck can't we ban people from, having a hoodie ring around somebody? Someone they can just pick on and bully. Why can't we have rules against that? No, we gotta ban Halloween because, people like to wear V for Vendetta masks. People like to drink copious amounts of alcohol and eat chocolate. And occasionally light off fireworks. It's all bullshit. It's all rubbish. And I am so tired of this. And, I'm going to have to walk out there into the world and go, I can't trust anybody for face value. And it doesn't matter how convincing of liars they are. I cannot trust them. Otherwise, I could be in a position, if not better, at least it could be worse. And I don't want that. Don't want it. And there's just no fucking way that there aren't people surrounding my YouTube channel, surrounding my social life, who are making decisions on my behalf against me and not even consulting me about it. And it's like, who the fuck are you to make decisions? You can't even make decisions for yourself without looking like an asshole if anyone ever got to know you. How the fuck are you making decisions for me? How? Why? And don't fucking flick your Rolodex and go, well, I got these qualifications, I get to be an asshole, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what, asshole? Everyone has got fucking hemorrhoids. And believe you me, if you want to make it a problem, I'm going to be one that itches and scratches and you can do nothing about. Anyway, yeah, so, I am excited about Halloween, but, obviously things aren't totally ideal. Still got a bit of that sore throat. Not nearly as bad as it used to be, but it's still there. Still a problem. And no, not quitting drinking will not make it go away. That's a dirty lie. There are no women around. That's also a problem. And I don't even have people to talk about hockey jerseys with. There's a hockey jersey community. Why can't we discuss a simple matter as hockey jerseys? Why? I'm not old at 33 years of age, but, I am getting to the point where, 7 years from now, I will be, on the getting older spectrum. So, obviously, with the way things have been so far, I don't know if, another 7 years would be in the cards for me for being treated like shit in the way that I'm treated. I don't think I'd like that at all. I wouldn't like that. It's a bunch of bullshit, it is. And I'm not going to be talked down by people, And I am a very confident man. I can make a video of this nature. I don't give a shit who watches it. I really, really don't. And, people can dislike me for that. They can go, well, we'll put the frighteners into him at some point or whatever, or we'll do this or we'll do that. You do what you're going to do because you were going to do it anyway. So you want to be a bunch of assholes? Go ahead. We'll be seeing you. Anyway, to anyone watching this video who's not a complete asshole, I bid you good night. And the people who are assholes, I hope that you have a less than comfortable night's sleep. I hope you get the sweats. I hope you get a rapid case of diarrhea. I hope anything happens to you, because I don't like you. So yeah, I'll leave this video at that, and I'll talk to you people later.